Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hi, everybody. I realized offkai is so soon, and my deadlines are so soon. And so I realized I have to lock the fuck in. So... oh boy, okay. Okay, Miao. I need to figure out who I want to draw and what I want to draw. Like, I don't even... I haven't really even made plans at all, because, to be honest, I have been a bit scatterbrained when it comes to everything. So... it's not been going. So... Alright. Alright, let's just make a list of who I want to draw first, and then we'll go from there. I think that's the best course of action. Okay, we'll do a done list, and then a planned list. Okay. Now I have to pull from the recesses of my brain who I've already drawn and who I'd want to redraw. Because a lot of people have come out with new models and designs since, you know, since last offkai, like Miko. So I gotta figure out what exactly I want to do. So let me pull up artwork of my own or pictures of my own setup so I can look at what I have. Okay, alright. Hello, hello! Is my chat box broken? Uh-oh, hold up. Hold on. I don't know what happened. Why is it broken? Oh well. Okay, so let's just let's make a list of all the people I've drawn already. Okay, I don't know why it broke. Let's see. We've got Alira 1.0. This is a really thick pen. Hold on. Alira 1.0. Inanna 1.0. These are the gremlin ones. These are like the really silly chibis that they're not the same as the other ones. I have Pippa, Tenma, Ashleia. Does she even have an E? I don't even know. I don't even know if she has like a last name. I feel like she doesn't really. Doki, 1.0 and 2.0. And then Shiki, Non, Mako. Technically it's her 2.0, so not her 3.0. I guess her Megalodon one is kind of a 3.0 because she has her pre-prism model. And then we have Nana, Cersei, Yena, Michi. Are these your OCs? No, these are all different VTubers. Nova. These are all VTubers, Indie and Small Corpo. I'm just making a list of who I've already drawn just so I can make plans for who I want to continue or like who else I want to draw. Okay, where was I? Nova, and then we have Mogu. Chibidoki. Camilla. Mint. Thank you for the sub. Shy Lily. Bao. Fuck, what's her name? Numi. Oh my god, how did that escape my brain? Numi. Saba. Me. And I have others. Hold on. Sunny. Neuro. And then I have Lucian. It's the only guy I've drawn, which is very silly. Alright, these are all the ones that I've drawn charms of, but I've also have an additional few that I've drawn as stickers. Like stickers only. So I know I have Arena. I have Siren Ama. Why can't I remember anything? I can't remember like what I have for freaking shit. Hold on. Ugh. I actually have my stickers with me. Yippee! So this is actually a lot easier. Okay, I have Michi, Chibi, Dokis, Camilla. Oh, I have Laimu, but I don't know if I love the Laimu that I have. Let's see, we'll do Laimu. Oh, we also have Doobie. Lior's dead. Pippa. Okay, I think those are all the ones that I have drawn that I have additional stickers of. Alright, so who do I want to draw in addition? I feel like there's a lot of VTubers that I definitely want to draw, but I don't know if they'll do okay. Fuck. Let's see. Okay, let's go through the different, like, I guess we'll do like corpos first, and then we'll go to indie. So let's start with or corpo slash group, I guess. So if I do Densetsu EXE, we already have Mint is done, and then we have Phoebe and Victoria. So I do want to draw those ones for sure. Let's see. Let me see if I have a list anywhere. Why is this so hard? Oh, I guess, so I want to draw any of the other, like, guys. Maybe, like, FSP. I normally don't draw boys. Oh, man. Do I want to draw any of the other guys? I don't draw men. Here, let's just ignore that for now. Let's see, if we do, like, Hololive. Maybe, like, Maid Crony. Maybe Suisei. Maybe Gigi? Okay. Okay. Is there anyone else that I would want to draw? Let's see. Guys, why is this so difficult every fucking year, man? Every year, I have this problem. I don't know who to draw ever. Do I want to draw Fuamoko? Fuamoko. I don't know if I want to draw Fuamoko or not. Oh, maybe I'll do Beasties. Is that how you spell it? Kairyu. Pia. And Tori? Is that how that's her name is, right? It's Tori. Let's see who else there is. Okay, if I go and list indies then. Let's see here. I have a list somewhere. Hold on. Let me pull up my list. We have Nene Amano. I also thought about doing Mako's new outfit. Mako 3.0, because I love her. I love me some Mako. Maybe Bree. I have a Raki, like, sketch, but I didn't love it. Let's do Nimi and Mata. And, Zentreya. I never bothered to draw Zen like this before. Not for any particular reason, just hadn't. Maybe I'd redraw Doobie. Pillow Deer. I have a peeker of her, but I don't have a charm or a sticker. I also have to think about and prioritize who I want to turn into like a sticker, or if I just who I want to turn into a charm, or who's gonna just be a sticker. And it really just depends on time and popularity, I guess, as much as I hate to say that. We have Maria. Let's see. I kind of want to draw Elia. my god, I forgot. What's her name? Oh my god, I literally talked to her, met her. Oh my god, oh god. Barry, oh my god, I feel so bad. I forgot her name! Berry bug. Hello! Porcelain Maid, or Joel. Is there anyone else that I would want to add to the list? Man, my list is getting really out of hand really quickly. What are you doing? I am planning what VTubers I want to draw for offkai. So who I've already drawn in the past, whether it be a charm or sticker, and then who am I thinking about maybe drawing, whether as just charm or sticker. And I had to prioritize charms because my deadline is soon. And I am slow. I'm so behind. I've just not been prepping at all. Oh, fuck. I want to draw Huni. Huni. Maybe Namimi. Okay. 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 Is there anyone else? I guess we have Ava. And I've technically drawn Lisa, but I drew her for a commission, so I don't know if I'll draw her again as merch. Man, is it weird that all I want to do right now, all I want to draw right now is Umas? Is it bad? Let me see. Is there anyone else? I'm gonna scroll through my freaking following list. Let's see here. I put Pia. I've done Nene. I've done Hello Dear. Did Saba. Lazuli maybe? I drew her as a peeker before. She did okay. I don't know if I would make a charm. Do I want to draw any of the Vispo girls? I could draw like Remia. I don't know, do I want to draw Remia? Maybe Remia? I'll just put her down here. Remia, because she's not an indie. I know this is like the least interesting part of drawing and making merch is planning. Meow 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 meow. Hello, hello. Meow 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 meow. It's me, I'm Miao. Did I write Rin? I didn't write Rin yet. I can't decide if I want to draw Rin or not, and I don't know which Rin I would draw, because Rin just came out with like a 2.0 model. So I don't know which I should pick. Hello Saturnus, how are you? I've drawn Nova. I've drawn Henya before. I didn't write that down. Do I do requests? Didn't you ask me this like 2 days ago? I don't really do requests. I do commissions. And the reason for that is not like to be like toxic or anything. It's like basically I have to balance, do I draw something for making merch, or do I spend that time on a commission? And so basically there has to be some kind of trade-off, because I don't have the current luxury to just like draw. So I have to decide on like what I want to prioritize, and like because this is my job, it's like I have to be looking for a source of income. So if I'm not making merch, then I'll be doing a commission. If that makes sense? But yeah, I think you did ask. Okay. Here's my gargantuan list. Actually not even that bad, because it's technically only like half. It's only this. So here are the ones I definitely want to make. These are the ones I definitely want to make for charms. So I definitely want to do Phoebe, and I definitely want to do Victoria. I want to do Nimi and Mata and Zen and Maria and Huni, maybe? I think I'll probably do Huni. Okay, we'll start there. We'll start there. Some part of me feels very, like, strange. Because I'm, like, mutuals or friends with some people, and it's like, do they feel weird when I'm drawing them, like, making merch of them? I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. It's a funny feeling. Maybe I'll start with Phoebe. Let's see here. I need a reference of Phoebe's new outfit, new design. She has a new model entirely, I guess. Phoebe-chan. Does she have a reference sheet for her new model? Honestly, I'm kind of really happy that, like, Phoebe exists. I know that sounds really silly, but I really like that she's like another person with a darker skin model. That makes me very happy to see someone doing well with like a darker skin model, because like, unfortunately the reality is that there's a lot of people who don't have a positive perception towards, you know, darker skin models, or they just like kind of get ignored in the grand scheme of things. So I appreciate that. Why can't I not open this? I appreciate that she's doing well as she is. Okay. Alright. She's a cute little fairy. Let me move this up here. Okay. let's open a new sheet. What sounds like a good... She doesn't really have sleeves or anything. She's got like arm warmers. Maybe I would just draw like... Okay, let's just start. Let's just fucking start. So I could draw her like kind of like oh god, this is this, or I guess like this, or I could do something like where one leg is bent back like that, and then this, and then because she's flying, because she's a fairy. Or I could just make it like... Actually, I think I like this. I think I would do something like this. Okay. I've been trying to figure out how I want to draw chibis. If I want to do like this type of proportion, which is like 2.5 heads, or the 2 heads that I normally draw. I haven't been able to decide what I like more. Excuse me. Cause, por ejemplo, let me see if I can pull up another one of the older ones. Alright. Yeah, I'll pull up Pippa. So like the proportions are a lot more chunky, versus this is like small body but not super deformed, you know? So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Does she have pointy ears? No, she has like normal ears. Chibi ears are so funny. Hello, Leishan, how are you? Okay, and then also, I've been like messing with my mouth tracking a lot because I realize when I talk, I don't open my mouth a lot when I talk. I don't know if there's like a particular reason for it. So I've been trying to mess with my tracking and the output, like the parameters, to make sure it doesn't look like I'm just, you know, when I'm talking on my VTuber model because I realize it doesn't. I don't open my mouth a lot. so I'm trying to mess with things to see if I can get it to work out. Like, okay. So bear with me on like every stream. I've got a little bit of a new setup going on. Ventriloquist confirmed. No, I don't not open my mouth. I don't move my lips very much. I think it's like a result of not feeling like not feeling very confident about like my teeth. I had braces for a really long time. I had braces for like 4 years or something. A ridiculous number of years. Probably I think 4 or 5. I don't remember. It was so long. So I hated that. And so I like never smiled with my teeth. I think I didn't move my mouth a lot when I talked. And so I was just really shy about it. And even now, I don't love my teeth. But that's okay. Enunciation is a singing/voice training thing. I mean, I don't think I don't enunciate when I talk. Or sing. I just don't open my mouth a lot, you know? Also, yeah, I'm super not ready for offkai. I don't know what I don't... Yeah, I mean, it's not like I think I enunciate pretty okay when I talk. But maybe I don't. I don't know. Hello. Maybe instead of like this, maybe I can make it so that she's like doing a little curtsy. Do I like how that looks? A lot of YouTubers don't have their mouth moving much anyway, so you're probably fine. Yeah, that's kind of true. I think but I think a lot of VTubers, at least their mouth is open when they're talking, you know? Like, at least they're like this, right? But, I don't know. I think my mouth is, like, more closed than anything. I don't know how I want to have her arms. Hi. Maybe like... Oh my god. I don't know. How do I want to do this? I don't love this. I've seen a few PNG tubers use honk software to convert audio to the mouth animation layer. No face tracking needed. I've thought about I've thought about whether or not I could make this model use audio tracking, but I don't know how to set it up because this isn't. This is like a customizable model, and so I don't know how to set it up in V2 Studio to make the like vowel sound tracking. And I don't really want to fuck with it too much because I don't want to mess anything up, you know. Like I literally haven't even updated this model for so long. I don't even. Excuse me. For like several months. I don't even know what version they're on, but I have a very outdated model. Because I haven't bothered to fix it or anything. I actually kind of did PNG tubing for a little bit. Not super. Not to like a crazy amount or anything. But like my transition in between being like a flesh tuber and then a VTuber, I had a little PNG tuber era. Just because it was mostly I didn't want to show my face. I've had mixed results with audio mouth tracking. It can look unnatural. I could see that. What if I actually, okay, what if I do like, okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna reset my brain. Okay, what if I do it like this? Okay. Hold on. I mean, you can do it in VTube Studio. You can make edits and stuff like that to certain parameters, but it's definitely not gonna look the same. So... Okay, what if I... And then... I don't really know how to do a bent arm. God, that looks a little silly. Hold on. Okay, wait. Tilt the head forward. And then this needs to be kind of at an angle. If I draw the feet first, then it'll... Or like the legs, maybe it'll make more sense. Because I want to do... like this. That's a big fucking leg. Holy schmoly. Okay. I guess oh man, hold on. I'm trying to like, I realize I want to exaggerate the movement more, and I'm just like not letting myself do that in a way that makes sense. Yeah, it's a setting you can like take a look at I could take a screenshot of it maybe. In VTube Studio. It looks like this. Oh. You can mess with these settings to like make the lip sync go to vowels and stuff like that, but it's a little, I don't know how it works, and I don't really want to mess with it. But yeah, there's like this whole UI. Maybe this is too much. And then what if I tilt this less? Hello, Shadowbeam, how are you? Is your model set up to work with VBridger? Yeah, I actually use VBridger. That's how I was able to fix some of the mouth movement stuff. Yeah. But there's only so much you can do when you just don't move your mouth a lot to talk. I could like probably over-exaggerate, but it's definitely not a comfortable way to talk. I found it works for me even though I'm not technically set up for it. Yeah, I think you can still use VBridger pretty well, even if you don't have a model with VBridger settings, because it'll smooth out a lot of the tracking. Because then you can use ARKit or like iFacial mocap to track, which is a little bit more accurate than just like, you know, the internal VTube Studio tracking software, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. But that's how I understand it. But yeah, this model does have VBridger stuff, because I can do that and like yeah. Wow. Licks you. Wow. Oh, I realized what I'm so dumb. Let's redo this part. Cat tongues are a little rough. They've got the little barbs in them. I realized the reason why it looked kind of strange is because the head was at the wrong fucking angle with this one. So I was kind of inting. I was like, why does everything look a little silly? Meow, you just didn't fix it. Maybe like this. I feel like this is a very cute like idol pose, you know? Like the yippee, you know? I feel like this, I could totally see like Phoebe doing this pose, right? What's her call? Oh my god, I can't remember it suddenly. Uh-oh. I don't remember. I don't remember her call suddenly. I'm a fake fan. A fake fan, real. This reference tree is not very high resolution. Let me see if I can find a higher res. Excuse me. Is this her 3D? Oh, this is a 3D. Oh my gosh. When did she debut this model? It's actually been way longer than I thought. Holy schmoly. Wait, this is her old model. Okay, okay, okay. We're getting there. Not quite. Is there a ref sheet somewhere? I miss the era of VTubers putting their ref sheets pinned to their profile under their like scheduled tweets. Please bring that back. I need I need the reference sheet, please. Oh, wait, I think I found it. I found it. Yippee. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, high resolution. I'm winning, guys. Yippee! I found it. She's so small. She's 4'11". She's 4'11"? I'm taller than her? Dude, I feel like I'm short as fuck, but like, damn, okay. Small idol. Bro. My boss was asking me the other day, she was like, I don't get how all these like girls can wear such high heels. And I was like, it's cause we're short. She's like, I'm short too. And I was like, yeah, but actually we do something about it. She's like, oh, I guess that's fair. I was like, you're much older, so I feel like walking around in heels maybe ain't it, but for the rest of us. Okay. Let's do a little sketching first, and then we'll go with let's see here. I guess she's like a little tiny fairy. One standard deviation is about 2 inches, so 4-inch heels recover a lot of ground. Yeah! I used to wear like 3 to 5-inch heels pretty regularly when I was like high school to college. And now I wear platforms, which I think they're about like 1 or 2 inches, so it's not that much. But yeah, Part of the reason is because, so it's actually very silly. The reason why I ended up wearing heels that were so high wasn't because, it wasn't entirely by choice, other than maybe, unless you call it like laziness choice. I used to do orchestra. I used to be in a competitive orchestra, and we had to wear like floor length gowns. And I play cello, so you can imagine having to lug around a big ass cello and wearing a floor length gown. Okay, now add me not having my dress the correct length, making it a little too long, like 2 or 3 inches too long. I can't carry my cello with a dress that's too long. I'll just trip and die. So instead, I just wore heels that were, you know, taller to compensate for the messed up hem, or like the, you know, the too long of a hem. And so then I learned how to walk around carrying my cello, wearing, you know, 3 to 4 inch heels, and eventually I just kept on getting taller and taller over time. Because I was trying to find shoes that were comfortable, you know. I didn't really like a lot of the shoes that I originally had or started with. So, I ended up getting, you know, taller shoes that were more comfortable, and I just got used to wearing, you know, really high heels and moving around a lot with them. So that's kind of how I ended up wearing heels all the time. And then because my best friend, she's been my best friend like my whole life. She is 5'11". I'm 5'2". She's always been really tall. Always been way taller than me. And so, you know, I had to, I needed to bridge that gap a little bit. So I ended up getting, wearing like really comfy, like wedges a lot, like boots that had like, you know, they're like this, and then they're like boots. Wow, this is a really horrendous boot. But yeah, I would wear shoes like that a lot, and I could run around in them, because they were like pretty comfortable. And so yeah, that's how I ended up. I ended up wearing lots of really high heels and getting used to running around in them. It's because I had to carry a cello and run. Yeah. So that was my life in high school. Platform Doc Martens. I do. I have. I think they're called the Chelseas. They're a little thick of a platform, but then they also have a heel. They're not like a flat platform. But I also have platform sneakers. Anyone who ever meets me thinks that I'm taller because I like basically never go outside in flat shoes now. I almost always wear platforms or heels of some sort. And I basically live in my docks, and my docks are heeled. Both of my docks. I got a second pair of docks recently. Fun fact, after like over 10 years, I finally got a second pair of docks. They're really cute. I haven't broken them in yet, so I haven't really worn them. But, they're like white docks, which is really out there for me, but they're really cute. But they're like flat platforms. Yeah. Yeah. I really like my docks a lot. But yeah, I basically live in them because they're just... Once you break in your docks, they're so comfy. But before that, they're kind of rough. I actually had a friend who had recently gotten a pair of docks, and it's funny because his girlfriend is like one of the alt girlies, right? And she didn't even give him any fucking advice on how to break in his docks. And so he was like, we went to the aquarium and he had horrendous blisters by the end of the night, and I was like, wait, why did she not tell you how to break in your docks? Why are you wearing these socks? And he's like, no one told me. I was like, oh my god, you just let him suffer? She's like, it's a rite of passage. So she didn't tell him how to break in his docks, and poor guy had like so many blisters on his feet. But if you are trying to break in your docks, tips that I have for you is wear 2 pairs of thick socks when you actually have to wear them out. And the second thing is you can use a hairdryer and heat up the shoe a little bit to make them a little softer, and then walk around your house with them, and that should help, like, you know, soften the leather and the shoe up a little bit before they like end up hurting your feetsies. Jeremy Lin doing makeup by himself is frying me right now. Wait, what? I have ancient UK made docks, but I'm 6'2" and I don't need heels. You know, that's okay. I think, and maybe it's because of my best friend, but I think that you can wear heels or platforms regardless of how tall you are. I think that you should feel and you should be comfortable and allowed to wear whatever length of or height of shoe you desire regardless of your height, you know? I think it's stupid that people are like, but it's intimidating. Well, deal with it. I don't know, that's my take. I'm a lifelong skateboarder, so I prefer perfectly flat soles. I don't know how to skateboard, but I do know how to longboard. Is that weird? Is that normal? I don't know if that's like a normal occurrence, but I can't really skateboard. I've tried. I really tried. But I can't do it. But I did learn how to longboard. And I used to longboard a lot more in undergrad, but not anymore. I don't even think I own a longboard anymore. Yes and no, when I started skating, longboards didn't exist. I think the smaller the board, the worse it is for me, because I tried also penny boarding, and what is it called, like a nickel board, where they're like a little bit bigger. It's like a slightly larger penny board. I would just fucking eat shit every time. So I would just I'm much better on like a long board. And by eat shit, I mean I've only eaten shit one time, and it was bad. I fell. It was horrendous. It was a terrible accident. However, I do normally, if I fall, I land on my feet. Perks of being a cat, I guess. I guess it applies to skateboarding too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not able to I'm not able to skateboard. I also don't have an access to a skateboard, so it's not like I could practice. I did recently buy, or not buy, but I got, I was gifted a pair of roller skates. Like, they're really cute pink roller skates, and they light up when the wheels go. So it's like those light up Skechers, but it's, or like the light up, like the light up sneakers and stuff, but it's roller skates. So I've been wanting to try to learn how to roller skate, but I haven't really gotten around to it. It's not really a priority, so I haven't really gone out of my way to learn. Slalom? What does that mean? Wear wrist guards? Aye aye, Captain. I know how to roller skate, but I want to do like roller skate choreo, you know? I can roller skate just like in a straight line, you know, or like, you know, just normal skating. Cause I I used to want to be I used to want to be an ice skater. I really wanted to do ice skating when I was younger. I really looked up to Michelle Kwan when I was younger. I literally had a poster of her in my room. She's the only like famous person I've had a poster of in my room maybe ever. I don't think I've really ever hung up like real human being photos or posters in my room except for Michelle Kwan. That's how much I wanted to be in skating and figure skating. But yeah, I learned how to ice skate, and I know how to roller skate, but I don't know how to do like choreo or anything like that. I don't know how to do anything fancy. So that's like something I do want to try doing eventually. So I have skates, just haven't really used them. I don't know how this works. Her dress is really cute, but it's also like very asymmetrical. And I also don't really understand how the pleats work. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. I feel like it'll flare out a little bit, right? Because it's like... How many pleats is there? Like 3? Hi. Okay, I think that makes sense. And then there's like an underlayer of lace. Is it not on the back one? It doesn't look like it is. Maybe like this? And then there's she's got like a slip underneath. Slalom skateboards are short longboards. They have no nose or tail. The wheels are an extreme front and rear of the board. Oh, like the ones that are like this, right? Instead of it being like that. I think I've seen those. I used to ride what are they called? Is it like a wave board? Yeah, I think they're called wave boards. They're kind of shaped like surfboards, and they are very, very, I don't know, I think they're very nicely balanced. Very smooth. Hi. Oi. I don't know how shoes work. I always freaking struggle to figure out how to draw a shoe on chibis. I never freaking know. I feel like I should just like draw them like their little socks on them and just call it a day. Maybe like that. I think that's just fine. I don't think I've like longboarded in a very long time though, so I probably not do well. Actually, I don't know if y'all have seen, I don't know if they're skateboards or longboards, but have you guys seen the like, I don't remember the brand, but there was a collab with Pokemon Center. Pokemon Center longboards? Bear Walker? We have a... I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. We have an Umbreon one. I think Jake got an Umbreon one, I want to say. It's mostly like, we end up just kind of using it as like a collectible thing more than something that we would ride. Because not like we really board anyway. Oh my god, the snow one is so cute! Wait, I think it's this. Oh my god, they're so expensive. Honestly, how much are skateboards normally? I don't actually know. This is how it looks like. They're really pretty. They have a really cute snob one though, that I just saw. They still sell them apparently. I didn't know that they were like actively making more. I just remember when these ones dropped and it was like a whole thing. We were trying to decide on if we wanted like one, or if we each wanted one, or we're just gonna get one. I didn't end up getting one because they're $250 and I was not about to spend the money on that when I knew I probably had no reason to buy a board. But they are cute. But maybe not the best reason to purchase a board. That shape at 29 inches is ancient flatland freestyle size. What? See, I understand those words individually, but not together. I don't know what that means when those words are together like that. Do they not make boards like that anymore? Is that kind of what the idea is? It's a largely extinct form of trick riding. Like, how extinct? Because I feel like most of the boards I would ride were shaped like that. You can't tell me that they're extinct. Hello? I'm not that old, right? $250 is a lot for a small skateboard. It's I mean, it's a collectible more than it is like a skateboard, you know? They're limited edition. I think each one they made like less than 100 each. So it's small batch, super limited. There's a number on there's a number on it. It's a bit like skateboard dance. I wanted to learn how to do like longboard dancing, but yeah. I ended up deciding to not do that because that seemed scarier than roller skates. Which, I don't know if that's actually true or not, but, you know, we've already committed. Yeah. But I know it's not a cheap board, but yeah, it's just a collectible board more than anything. I wouldn't expect it to be all that cheap. Do I want her arm in front of her hair or behind her hair? I feel like it makes... How does it... What makes more sense? Someone raises their arm. I feel like it goes in front of their hair. Okay, let's open, palm goes, thumb goes back. I feel like I should just start drawing mitten hands instead of like fucking trying to draw the tiny little chibi hands and they could look all messy and stuff. I feel like I should just commit to drawing little mittens, you know? I feel like trying to draw the actual hands never goes well for me. I just sit there and like cry over the size. And like the shape. Maybe I can just make it like... Maybe I'll make them like... ambiguous hand shape. And then I'll erase this part. I should draw her like little wings in the back. How would it look like? If this is the back middle. Yeah, I don't think you'd see the other side really, and I don't really want to go out of my way to draw that. Okay. And then she has little flowers in her hair, but I'll draw that after, I think. Or I guess I could just do a little... concepts of a flower. Okay. Hello, how are you today? Maybe like this? Ugh, excuse me. I think this looks right. I'm doing good. Today is Ponko's birthday, so I don't know what time I'll be heading out, but at some point I'll be wanting to do something with my dog. Cause I'm that kind of pet parent. Gonna celebrate my dog's birthday. I literally told my friends that I couldn't hang out with them today because I was gonna be busy celebrating Ponko's birthday. And they were like, "Are you fucking serious, Miao?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am actually. I am serious." Listen, they only get so many birthdays, okay? You have to celebrate all of them. like this. If I hide this. Okay, I think this is very similar in proportion to this. Not 100%, but I think I would redo this if I were to keep this. But I like the bigger or like the taller proportions of this more than the super squishy ones, you know? I think that's been my preference. Holy shit, why am I yawning so much? I had coffee and everything, and it's not enough. Holy schmoly. Okay. Time to do lines. I don't know how thick of lines I want to draw with. I feel like I have an issue when I draw where I kind of overdo I end up overdoing like the details on it. So I'm gonna try not to do that. But we'll see how that goes. Make the eyelashes thicker, maybe? Let me see. Excuse me. Flip this just so the shape is kind of the same. I've been playing a lot of RimWorld lately, like a lot of RimWorld. And that's been my past week. And I've been playing the new, or not new, but I haven't had the DLCs for anything before, so I got the biotech DLC, and I made a race of cat girls. That's kind of been my hee hee funny, like xeno genes? I don't know what they're called, but I made a bunch of cat girls, and I've restarted my world like I think like 7 times at this point. 2 of them were with the new DLC, but I don't know, cause I keep on finding things that like learning more about the game and being like, oh man, I wish I knew this already so that I could have done this better. So I'm like on a run now that I kind of just started yesterday. I'm not very far in, just like a few days in, and I feel like I've got a good setup going, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about all the like toxic pollution stuff in the DLC. I haven't made a decision on how I feel. Like there's no verdict yet, but it's been interesting trying to figure out how to navigate it, but I don't know if I find it fun inherently. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I've just been playing a lot of RimWorld off stream. Whenever I have time, which I guess I have a lot of time right now, to just kind of hang out. I've been also like perpetually exhausted, so my schedule lately has just basically been wake up, play RimWorld, eat, take a nap, play RimWorld. And rinse and repeat. That's been my schedule this week. Other than I guess like streaming and, you know, trying to meet my deadlines and shit. But yeah, I've just been playing a lot of RimWorld. I kept contemplating on whether or not I wanted to play on stream, but I felt like the way I play is not probably that interesting to watch, maybe, because I do the thing that like I don't know. I don't play with. I play with like resets and stuff because I don't. I'm too anxious to not have resets available to me. Cause I don't like when my colonists die, so I end up just playing with resets and stuff. So I spent an hour yesterday redoing like the same, you know, sequence of scenario or like same scenario. It's like a little bit, it varies slightly from like playthrough to playthrough because it's kind of random seed, but I kept on resetting because I didn't like, I was not satisfied with how things are turning out. I was like, why are they keep dying? How do I navigate this? So that's been my life recently. Just a lot of RimWorld. Also a lot of naps. I'm very, very sleepy. Also hello. We've been getting a lot more people on YouTube recently. It's been interesting. Cause it's not like I've been like super active on YouTube particularly. So I don't know why. But glad to have you guys here. I just done drawing Subaru climbing stairs, like Subaru, like Ozura Subaru, like the VTuber climbing stairs. Any particular reason? I feel like that's an interesting subject choice. Dude, it's kind of crazy how much napping calls to me. Subaru from ReZero? Oh. I've never actually watched ReZero. Or really engaged with any ReZero content, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of those, like, really popular animes, and especially, like, isekais and stuff like that, I haven't really seen any of them. I don't watch a lot of anime. I've tried. I just never really got into very many of them. Actually, recently though, I did watch Bocchi the Rock. Or like, Bocchi. So that was an interesting time. I did like it. And we keep on making jokes that our new rescue dog is basically Bocchi. Cause she kinda is. Really similar. But yeah, I haven't really watched a lot of anime. Not gonna lie, every isekai I watch, their peak. I just, my opinion on isekai is that I feel like they could just do away with the isekai part. Like, they could just write fantasy. They don't have to have some guy, some random motherfucker get thrown into, like, some new world. They could just start there. Like, what? Like, a lot of the times, they have isekais, and then, like, their original world has no, like, no purpose or influence on the story other than the very beginning, and setting up just how, like, lonely this one guy is. Like, there's no point. I feel like they could have just started in the fantasy world and just written fantasy without the isekai part. So, you know, like, that's my problem with most of them. I've watched more than 100 animes. That's definitely more than I have, because I have not really watched anything. Anything I've watched is, like, pretty old, I think. Like, I watched the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, like, original Pokemon season, Cardcaptor Sakura, Madoka Magica. I could probably name every anime I've watched. And they're all really old. I just haven't really. I mean, I read a lot of manga, too, but I don't really watch a lot of anime. It is my opinion. But yeah, that's just how I feel about a lot of isekais. I feel like there's not really a need for the isekai part. Not saying that the story is, like, bad or anything. It's just a lot of the time there's no reason to have the guy thrown into a new universe, you know? Like, I've watched, I've watched, what is it? Rising of Shield Hero. I've watched Mushoku Tensei. I've watched, hold on. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I cannot remember. I don't even know. Hold on. Let me... What are some popular isekais? Oh, I guess I watched Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone, I guess, is kind of a little more relevant. Where it actually makes sense. I'm not really into shonen in general. I'm not really, I've never really been big on like the whole like action stuff. I like when things are really campy though. So I guess there's a lot of shonen that tend to be, I don't know, I think they try to be serious, but I can't take them seriously. And then I enjoy those a lot. That's why I like animes like like Blue Lock and Kuroko no Basket. Blue Lock is definitely very campy. I can't believe Otto is singing the opening for the movie. That's crazy. Worlds collide, I guess. I did not like Attack on Titan that much. I really tried to watch it multiple times. I watched the beginning, like half of the first season, was not really sold on it, and then I watched part 1 of the final season and like random bits of the like part 2, I think, and still not that into it. I've watched like recap things, and I know that it's a very like quintessential piece of media, but just not a fan. Not my cup of tea. Oops. Thanks for subbing. Yui Ishikawa did a lot of heavy lifting for AOT, never got into it either. Yeah, I tried. I think the concept is cool, I guess. But it just wasn't really my thing. I'm not super into like super action-y like shonens, and I'm not really into like the blood and gore of a lot of it. Nier Automata for the window. I haven't watched the anime, I just played the game. I've been meaning to upload my playthrough, like my VODs from when I played, onto YouTube, but I haven't really gotten around to it. You hear the BGM? Yeah! There's a lot of Nier on this playlist, actually. I just put a lot of games that I've played on here, on this playlist. It's like Nier, Dead Cells, there's a lot of Animal Crossing, there's, trying to think what else is on here. There's a lot of random games on here. Hollow Knight, a lot of Hollow Knight. Let's see. Oh, Celeste, there's a lot of Celeste. There's Stardew, but specifically the Stardew concert music. I really like that because I went and it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I'm going to the Yorha concert here in Seattle in August. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting! I think one of my mods might be going. I'm not sure. I went to the Square Enix concert not too long ago. It was all of Square Enix and not just Nier. So kind of funny because I don't really know much aside from like maybe Nier and like some Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. All right, bye. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Yeah, So it was kind of funny, but I think the funniest part was Jake came with, and he knows like none of the Square Enix IPs, like none of them. And so that was when he learned that Kingdom Hearts is Disney, and like he was like, wait, what the fuck? He was like, why is Mickey Mouse here? And I were like, excuse you, that's King Mickey to you? But yeah, we went to the Square Enix concert. It was really good. I enjoyed it. But childhood really. Yeah, he had no idea. He also did not realize, I think it's 7. He didn't realize that every Final Fantasy is different and has like a different set of protags and antagonists, because he thought like Cloud and Sephiroth and stuff like that were all the main characters, and he's like, wait, you mean that's not like the point of the franchise? And it's like, no, it's not. Which is very funny to think. It just like goes to show, you know, because he's played a lot of games in his life, you know. It's not like he's not a gamer or anything like that. But it just goes to show, like, everybody's experience with games is so incredibly different and varied. Like, for example, for me, oh my god, it was actually so funny. We were at the concert, and I was like, guys, the only Kingdom Hearts game that I've played is fucking Dream Drop Distance, the 3D spin-off, like, fan service-y type shit game. And they actually played something from Dream Drop Distance, and I was like, is this real? Is this fucking real? What? What a choice. And I thought that was so funny. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe that they're doing something from this silly game. Out of all the Kingdom Hearts games they could have chosen. But yeah, I had a really fun time at the concert. That was not too long ago. I think that was like maybe a few weeks-ish. I'm old enough to have played in the arcade golden age. I think arcades were on their way out when I was younger, I would say. I don't really know, because it really depends on where you are and also your like tax bracket. But I didn't really get to play a lot of like arcade games and stuff like that because they're just like, my parents were like, that's a waste of money. So I never got to go like really play very many of them. So definitely don't know. Hold on guys, 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I keep getting a phone call, and I don't know who the fuck it is. And I didn't pick up, but they keep calling me. I would love to see like a Hollow Knight concert, I think that would be really fun, but there's not an official concert for Hollow Knight as far as I'm aware, so that I wouldn't be able to go see that. I'd love to go to the Nier concert. I think that would be really fun. But since I just went to the Square Enix concert, I don't think I'll go to like the Nier concert or anything. I do hope you have fun. That is very exciting.
is itchy. Ah! Meow.
I don't know what other concerts I would want to go see, like for video games. It's always interesting though to go to those concerts and think about how in another life I would have like been up there, you know, or maybe not like up there, but that was my dream. In another life was to play like soundtrack music, like for studios, for games and movies and stuff, like, and maybe even perform them outside. That was my dream once upon a time, but I didn't really stick to it, and also there was like a lot of things that made it so that I kind of fell out of love with my instrument for a little while. But I did get to perform as a soloist for a video game orchestra before, just once. And I'm glad I got that opportunity, because it was like getting to briefly live out that dream of baby Miao, you know? Evan call? Hmm? Any music composer, freerun, most noteworthy? Ah. I only know a few composers, like very iconic video game music composers, like Yoko Shimomura and Nobuo Uematsu, and that's basically it. Christopher Larkin. That's all I got for you guys. I don't know too many of the composers at this point. I'm a bit out of the loop. Keiichi Okabe. That sounds familiar. He did Nier? Question mark? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I was trying to think why the name sounded familiar. And I think it was mentioned at the concert. Which is probably the only reason why I can remember. I know, I'm pathetic, guys. All of Yokoverse from Drakengard to the present. Oh, really? All of them? I didn't know it was one composer. Dude, I was just a happy bean to have been in the same room as Yoko Shimomura and Nobuo Uematsu like once in my life. Separate occasions, but one was for the Final Fantasy concert and then the other one was the Squeenix concert. I was like, holy shit. I can't believe I get to breathe the same air as them. The legends. The actual unbelievable legends. Part of me, like, doesn't super want to draw these like super. Hold on, let's do this a little thinner. I'm not really sure how to draw tulips. I don't like this. I don't like how this looks. Rah! How do I draw? Guys, I suck at drawing flowers. I suck at drawing like actually detailed flowers. I feel like whenever I draw them, they look freaking stupid. And then I'm like, why did I even go through the effort of making it so detailed? It's like gonna be so tiny. Does it really matter if I do it like this? The answer is probably no. I feel like I need to shrink this. Okay. I am just not a person who can draw flowers. That is my conclusion to this. I barely know how to draw like roses and stuff. Like I got into I found like a trick on how to draw roses and I have not like stopped using that method. God knows I can't fucking draw them otherwise. Ugh. Oh my god. Hello Pickle, how are you? I'm yawning like crazy. Holy. Prepping for offkai? Yeah, I'm attempting to, but I realize I don't have as much time as I would have hoped. So this is gonna be an interesting time for me. I need to as well. Oh my gosh, you'll be there? Yippee! Yay! More friends are going. Woohoo! Your first offkai? That's exciting. This will be my third offkai, I think. Third? Fourth? Third? I don't actually know. I've been doing cons too long and I can't count anymore. Yeah. Just too many cons at this point. What even is a con? God, if I know. Oh, that looks bad. They all blend together? Yeah, they kind of do, honestly. I have a small show this weekend too, so I gotta prep for that. Good luck! Oh my gosh. I'm kind of glad that I'm not currently in like a fat con grind, because I just have basically the two big shows this summer, or like July. They're back to back, which sucks, but I have Impulse Bay and then into offkai. I think Impulse OC is like end of summer, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Just not really working as much for cons right now. I'll probably BRB real quick since ads are running on Twitch, and then I will go grab some water. So I'll be right back, guys. Congrats on your car! I went to go grab some water. Congrats on car! Huge news. Oh my freaking god. I'm so tired, man. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to stream today. Too eepy of a cat to exist. Okay, okay. Good luck on your work. Also, good luck on your upcoming show. Spooky noise. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. And then this side. Actually, I'll try to draw the rest of the hair here first, maybe? Maybe that'll be easier. Okay. So there's like a little hair tie. So I'll draw the hair tie because I think that's that I can do without crying over the shape of it. And then okay, and then I guess, hold on, I'm trying to think. I feel like the bow, it crosses over, doesn't it? So it's not a bow on both sides. Okay. Okay, hold up. Erase all this shit. And then move this up a little. Maybe not this shape. Maybe more like this. Okay, I'll just ignore that actually. Okay, and then listening to the Dead Cells music is randomly giving me the urge to play. I have like all these games in my backlog, and I always have this habit of just playing the games that I've already played before a million times. As seen with RimWorld. But it's fun still. So can you blame me? I don't even know what game I would want to play next anyway, I'm gonna be honest, for like games on my backlog. I don't know, I get a little bit of choice paralysis when it comes to my Steam library. There's so much shit in there and so much stuff that I feel like I would need to play because I've just had them for so long that I just get choice paralysis looking at it. Plus I have the like Steam family share, like a family library. There's a lot of fucking games on it. It's a little overwhelming to look at. And amongst my friends, I'm notorious for not finishing games. So then there's like that part that's like, oh, if I start a game, then like everyone's gonna judge me if I don't finish it. So I'm like, I have so many games that I have to play. What a first world problem. Okay. Okay. Alright, now to draw the ribbon, and then also the flowers up here. Maybe I'll erase this part for now. Okay. Or hide this part. Ah, drawing flowers. Rah! Oh my god. Why do they always turn out so silly looking? Okay. Maybe I like draw this stem. And then I can draw the flower behind it. And it's kind of hidden so it doesn't look super weird. I feel like this is a really big tulip bulb, so let me make this smaller. Oops. Okay. Okay. One second, guys. Hold up. Sorry, I had to close the door. Okay, I can move up this part a little bit. Let me erase this part and do this. What do I got to erase? Erase this shit. Hello. Oh, hello, fellow cat girl. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I think that looks good. I think this looks fine. Okay, I'll just merge down. Okay. Okay, and then I can start on her outfit. Part of me is like, Meow, don't fucking make this too extra. And then I'm just gonna spend a million years on it anyway. And then I'm gonna run out of time, and then I'll be sad. Because that's how it always goes. Okay. Phoebe's very cute, honestly. I think her design is very precious and wholesome. Okay. Okay, I want to draw like the scalloped edge, but not too crazy. I feel like that's a really large. I think I need to make it smaller. Okay, and then I think I have to redo this other side a little bit to make it. Yeah, I think that works better. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. And then don't think there's like anything crazy with the edge of this one, so I can just draw this. I don't actually know if it's like sleeveless. Well, I don't know how the shape of this is here, but using my limited sewing knowledge, I think this is how it would go. I want to see if I can make the wings transparent when I get this printed, but we'll see how that goes. Maybe instead of like tinted, maybe I could just like make it an outline. I think that might look better? Question mark? I feel like it would be cute to make it translucent. So maybe the way to do it is just do the outline only. Bro, why does everyone have such fancy freaking trim on their designs? I'm just gonna do this. Sorry to your very fancy scalloped edges. I can't be bothered. It's too much. Too much for little me. They've got like the shape of her the scalloped edges is literally for each one. I can't do that. You feel like you're not good with flowers? Disagree. I feel like I just really struggle. I feel like I really struggle to do line art for flowers without making it look weird. I don't know. Every time I draw flowers, I think maybe I'm just really hard on myself when it comes to drawing flowers, because that's like the one thing Papa Cat taught me how to draw. So I'm like, oh, it looks like ass. All of it looks so bad. Come on, Miao, why can't you draw it better? You know? You know what I'm saying? Ay. Trefoil or fleur de lis level is over. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Your local cat girl only has one brain cell. And it's not doing real hot. The scallop edge is overused. Ah. I see, I see. It's like cute. Just a lot. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but on my design, I have avoided putting lace on like most things. I think the most complicated part of my outfit is my hairpiece, and everything else is like relatively simple. I just use like a simple gold hem instead of anything like lace or fancy, because I was like, I don't want to draw that. So, my design is with artists in mind. Game/doer outfit design is crazy complicated now. Yeah, I can't. I think they're nice. I mean, I think it's cool to have really cool, complex designs and stuff. But as a result, I ain't gonna draw all that. I just can't. I think it says a lot to be able to have a design, or like if a VTuber has a simple design that's very distinguishable with just a few elements of it, or in its silhouette, and the silhouette is really legible. So I tried to do that with mine. Hopefully I've achieved an amount of it. Maybe not perfect or anything, but I try to make my design relatively simple. I had the artists in mind. I had myself in mind doing my design. I had to make sure it wouldn't make me want to like off myself drawing it. Like I can draw really shitty, quick doodles of Miao that are very clearly Miao. You know, very easily. I feel like you could just take like anything. I've made it so that you could just take like... Here, wait. You just got a cat. This is just a normal cat. Right? And then this is Miao. That's just... I'm just like, that's it. That's the only thing you have to be worried about. That's the only bit of the design that really matters. Anything else is like superfluous. And that's the way I wanted it to be. I just wanted to make it as simple as possible. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my design. I definitely see people who are like, yeah, my design's really simple, and then except for X, Y, and Z, and it's like, well, that's those parts are very complicated. I feel like on my design you can really simplify and boil down, it's still me, you know? I guess that's why you could tell, like, excuse me, which VTubers were designed by, like, character artists versus, you know, like, illustrators and whatever. Saw you go live as my break ended, but I finally have a second break. Yippee! Thank you for hydrating stretcher teams. I'm really tired today. But then again, when am I not tired? That's the real question. Offkai guest list does have a lot of complex designs. Yeah. I mean, again, like, I don't know. Someone like Mint's design, I think is like perfect because you can, all the little bits and pieces that you want to simplify out, easy, and it's still Mint. Like, I don't know. I think any design you can take and like take a lot of the pieces out or like oversimplify or see a really blurry image of and you can know who that is. I think those are like really good designs, you know? I mean, it's like the same reason why you don't see any crazy designs on like video game characters or TV show characters and stuff like that. Because having to draw / animate all that shit is too much. So I tried to employ similar principles in my own design. How dare you be considered as a graphic designer? Real. Just wait, guys. I'll come up with a design for like a second outfit that makes you want to cry. Just you wait. I'll do it. It'll make every artist in the vicinity just break down and start sobbing. Honestly, that's why like you see a lot of corpo VTubers, the designs are relatively simple. Nothing tends to be too crazy. Just because they want it to be easily distinguishable and, you know, not too complicated for outside use. Money is a great motivator. In what way? What do you mean? At least in regards to this. Less cost in art and stuff if it's too many extra details. Yeah, that's true. Punishing Grey Raven, new frame designs are getting offkai level crazy. What is this? Oh, I mean, like, gacha game characters definitely go out there. I mean, I kind of expect gacha games and games like this to be complicated. Because they have to... Their designs have power creep, you know? Especially for corpo and stuff. Yeah, I mean, not just that. It's just like... It's easier to build a brand around a more, like, a simpler design, you know? The more complicated your design, the harder it is to pull motifs to build a brand around. When the game came out, the designs were much more restrained. I mean, you gotta start low, right? If your design's got power creep to keep people engaged and interested, you've gotta start at a comfortable place and then just keep going. If you start too high, there's nowhere to go. Power creeping character design. Yeah, it's literally what it is. Mainly, them seeing how skimpy they can get, but yeah, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, some games definitely go out there. Not that I can really judge because I fucking play Nikke, but like, you know. Okay. Hi, Lazy. I make that smaller, actually. How goes the prep? I'm so slow. I'm so slow and my deadline is so soon and I'm definitely not getting fucking shit done. That's where I am at. I've gotta accept my fate that I'm not gonna get very much done. You know, I didn't really start prepping basically at all until now. Cause I had so much other shit going on, you know. Ugh. Yeah, a lot of gacha games are, you know, they're doing more and more because that's how they make their money. Is like character banners and skin banners, you know. So it's to be kind of expected from them. At least I hear some people thrive off procrastination in the last hour of their deadline. The only thing is like this shit just takes time, and my deadline is like end of the month. So whatever I don't get done for charms just basically can become a sticker, or I just don't do it. You know, that's kind of what happens with it. I feel just kind of bad because last year I couldn't really get as many designs done as I wanted to and get as much done as I wanted to because I got into the car accident. And then now this year it's like, yeah, I just too tired from grad school to be asked, you know? I just couldn't, I can't deal. I think last year's excuse was better than this year's excuse. Accident is pretty bad too. Yeah, I mean, I think you probably know. I was in a car accident last year. That made it so that I couldn't really use my like right arm at all. But that was mostly up and like leading up to the con, so I got my charms and stuff done, but I just couldn't get any like last minute stickers and stuff done. Like I couldn't print some stuff that I wanted to. I vaguely remember something like that, yeah. Car accident cat. How do her socks look like? Okay. Here, I'm gonna make this a little less crazy. Okay. And then her wings. Oh god. Let's see. What if I use this? Nope, that's too thick. That's probably fine. Def gotta drop by your booth again. This time I'll be surprised because I sure as hell was last year. Surprised by me being there? Or... surprised about what? Being there and tabling? Oh. I mean, I'd been there the year prior. I happened to notice when I was lined up at another booth and saw Graven's poster. Oh yeah. Graven asked if we could host some of his stuff. Let me actually do this. And then... okay. And then get this and go like this and then shrink it a little and then go like this and rotate it and then ta-jang. And that's how you freaking add a design like that. You weren't even the first, like the only people who saw Graven stuff and was like, wait, what the heck? Hold. How the heckies? The year before at Burlingame Hotel, I only visited, last night I found out offkai was near where I worked. I only managed to get a ticket, cause they thought I was a support member, a few member before. Ah, I see. Sent a photo to Graven. He told me you were there. Yeah. Graven was just asked if we could host some of his stuff for him since he had some prints and things. Yeah. I think we'll have a few of his stuff this year too. Nothing crazy, but yeah, just some of his stuff. Not many people in the space that I would inherently do something like that for, but Graven was like one of the first people in the space to kind of help me and get started, and I'm very grateful for him, so it's like the least I can do, you know? Okay. We did a whole in 3 hours. Holy fucking shit. Actually, it was a little less than that, I think, because I spent some time planning here, but we did Phoebe lines. Yippee! Oh my god. I'm so tired. The sleepiest fucking cat in the universe. Okay. Let's... And then... take this shit out. Pew, 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 pew. I think this is basically all of it. Am I missing anything? Forever EP? Yeah, yeah. Real. This is what happens when you're a cat. I fucking guess. I can't escape the tired. Exist for more than 5 seconds, it's time to take a nap. What time is it? Okay. Okay, cool. I think... No worries. I think I'm going to stop here, probably, because I think I need to take a nap. I think I need to take a nap. Okay. Oh, God. No, it's okay. I'm just tired today. But I'm actually not working tomorrow, so I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I should have time to stream tomorrow because I'm not working. Normally I work on Fridays, but I will not be working Monday's my only day off, so if you stream, hopefully I can catch it. Yeah, I should be able to stream this Monday real because I don't have an event this weekend, so hopefully it's fine. And I think the people who are in the US, I think Juneteenth is a holiday. So I think it's a federal holiday. I'm not actually sure. But yeah, let's go find somebody to raid. Let's go raid Mako. Mako is playing Dredge. Oh, she's playing the DLC. I have not played the Dredge DLC. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, everybody. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye bye, everybody. Bye 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 bye.